Hi, today I'm going to talk about the TV shows that I've watched this year so far. It's 26 TV shows, so yeah. The first one I watched in January was Once Upon a Time. I have finished that, and it's one of my favorites, so 5 stars. It's fairy tale retellings of a lot of different, like Snow White, Rapunzel, and Peter Pan, and just everything come together, and it's great. It's set in modern day mostly, and yeah, it's amazing. I love Hook. He's my favorite character. He's so hot, so hot. So he's my crush from that series. Then I watched an episode of Immorty, which is a sci-fi comedy that I'm not gonna rate because I've only watched like 3 episodes at the most of that show. But it's animated and really, really weird. Rick is Morty's grandfather, who's like a crazy scientist. Then I watched Education, which I have finished. It's a comedy drama that I gave 5 stars. It's great. Then we have Sherlock, which was a rewatch. I finished my rewatch, and it's one of my favorites. It's a crime thing. It's about Sherlock Holmes solving cases with Dr. Watson. Then we have Game of Thrones. I watched 1 episode and didn't like it. I haven't liked the book either, so I've DNF'd both the book and the TV show, and it's a fantasy, of course. Then I watched The Office, just 1 episode, comedy, and I don't have much opinions from 1 episode, but I do want to continue with that later. Then we have Euphoria, that I watched a few episodes, maybe like 3 or 2, I'm not sure. That was good, so I gave it 4 stars. It's a drama with Zendaya in it. She's the main character, and it's like high school thing. Then we have Violet Evergarden, which I have finished. It's an anime that I gave 4 stars, and it's about this made up land where there's been a war that recently ended, and Violet Evergarden was a soldier in the war, and she's a kind of robot thing looking like a human, but she's not totally human, and she starts working in this post office where they write love letters and other letters to people, because most people can't read and write. Can't write it, at least. So yeah, it's about her. And she doesn't, like, she doesn't experience feelings the same way, and she wants to learn how to love someone and learn what love is and how it feels. Then we have The End of the Fucking World, which I finished, and it's a drama. I gave it 4 stars. I watched that with my sister, and it's pretty gruesome. It has some blood and stuff. It's 2 teenagers who do a lot of bad stuff, and it's very intense. And they're running away from home. Then we have Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which was a rewatch, and I finished that again. It's my number 1 TV show. It's my favorite of all the TV shows I watched. It's a crime comedy, 5 stars. We have Russian Doll, which I watched with my sister, and I finished it. It got like a 2.5 star. It's a drama where this woman, she is reliving the same day over and over again because she keeps dying and then getting reborn. So yeah, it's weird and kind of repetitive. Then we have Dear White People, which I finished. It's a drama that I gave 4 stars. It's about a podcast that's called Dear White People, and Sam, who runs it, and they're going to college. So it's mostly about Black people in college and their experience, like going to school and relationships and stuff. Then we have Orange is the New Black, which would have been a 5-star if it wasn't for the last season, or the last 2 seasons maybe. It's a prison drama, but it used to be a favorite, but it's not anymore because the last few seasons have been bad. Then we have Feel Good, which is a female romance, like a short thing, so I finished it. 3 stars. Then we have Dynasty, which is a 4-star for me drama about a really wealthy family and their scandals and drama, basically. Then we have I'm Not Okay With This, which I would give like a 2.5 star or a 3, which I watched with my sister as well. It's a drama, and the girl in it's about also, it takes place in high school, and the main character can move things with her mind, so she has telekinetic abilities. It's also dealing with grief because her father committed suicide. Then we have Community, which I've finished, and it's a favorite of mine. It's a comedy that takes place in a community college, and it's great. It's about their relationship with each other and this particular study group that I just love. My favorite character is Abed. I just love him. He probably has Asperger's, like me. So yeah. And also I love Jeff. And the best relationship is not a romantic one. It's Abed and Troy. Their friendship is the best relationship in the entire series. So I was so sad when there was no Troy in the later seasons. Or with Shelby. What's her name? Chelsea. I don't know, but they lost 2 of the cast members in the later seasons. So that was a shame. Yeah, it's about a study group at a community college and what they get into. Then we have Plan Liqueur, the hookup plan, I think it's called in English. In Swedish, it's called I våra hjärtan, like in our hearts. But that would be like a 3-star. It's a romance drama thing. And it's a French one where the main character's friend set her up on a date with a prostitute, but she doesn't know that he's a prostitute. And then real feelings get involved. Then we have On My Block, which is a favorite of mine. I have finished it. It's a drama/comedy about some high school kids living in a hood, like living in Friedrich, it's called. And there's 2 gangs that are kind of at war with each other, Prophets and the Santos. And one of the main characters is the brother of the leader of the Santos, or like one of the leaders of the Santos. And yeah, it's intense because they get involved with the gangs, and they have to do certain things for them, and yeah, it's intense, but it's great. Then we have Never Have I Ever, which I have finished, and it's a comedy. It's also set in high school, and it's a 4-star read. It's created by Mindy Kaling, if you know who she is, and it's about an Indian girl who has never been in a relationship, and she wants to be. and then her friends are, and one of her friends is a lesbian, and the main character has a crush on the most popular guy at school, so she wants to be with him. Yeah. Then we have Normal People, which is an Irish show. Based on the book Normal People by Sally Rooney. And it's a romance / drama. It's about two characters, one girl and one boy, and they are secretly hooking up, and then they break up, and then they make up. And in college, the girl is the popular one, and the boy is the outsider, and it was the other way around in high school. So yeah, that would be three stars at the moment. Then we have Fab Five, Queer Eye, which is a 4-star for me. It's a reality TV makeover show with the gay guys. And it's really like lighthearted and fun. Then we have The Legend of Korra, which I will give 4 stars. It's so far, I haven't watched that much of it yet, but it's the sequel to Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is a favorite of mine. But I don't have the same connection to these characters or the nostalgia that I have for Avatar. So it's an animated fantasy about people with elemental magic. So air, water, earth, and fire. And then we have Teen Wolf, which I'm watching with my sister at the moment. It's a 4-star for me. It's a drama about werewolves. And the best part is Dylan O'Brien is in it. He's so hot. And then we have That 70s Show. And it's so funny because in That 70s Show, the actress who plays Alex in Orange is the New Black is actually Donna in That 70s Show. And she's just so hot. She was hot in That 70s Show and hot in Orange is the New Black. She's just always hot. And that's a favorite of mine. It's a comedy that is supposed to take place in the 70s, but it's not from the 70s. But yeah, that is a comedy, like I said, about these high schoolers who always hang out in Eric Forman's basement. And it's about their friendship with each other. This is like a kind of a big friend group. It's Michael Kelso, Jackie, Donna, Eric, Hyde, and Fez. And I love their friendship, and it's just about their lives, and it's really funny. And it just makes me happy. It's very lighthearted. Nothing bad happens in it. It just makes you happy. Then we have The Umbrella Academy, which just got a new season, which I'm excited to continue watching. It's like a sci-fi thing. It's 4 stars for me. It is people with powers. So some people can teleport. And we have different kind of powers. Then we have the last one is Skins, which is a rewatch. At least the first season. I think I watched like maybe 3 seasons before, like in high school. So I'm rewatching it so I can watch all the seasons. So I'm on season 1 now, and it's a 4 star for me. It's a teen drama with a lot of sex, drugs, and alcohol. And each episode is about a different character, but the characters are like one character is the main character of that episode, but then the other characters are also in the episode, if you get it what I mean. So yeah, that was the TV shows I watched in 2020 so far, from January to August, and I will make a follow-up in December or January to let you know what I read from the remainder of August until December. And my next video will be the movies I've watched. So yeah, bye. Like and subscribe if you want to. Comment down below the favorite TV show you have watched this year, and bye.
I've been lost in my own thoughts. I've been lost in my mind. I've been wondering what these goals cost. Well, I prayed isn't time. Yeah, I've been walking on cold dust. I've been speaking in rhymes. I've been looking at the things that we hold up, but it ain't worth a dime. My heart is broke, and yours probably is too. Cause it seems like the whole world is quit you. See, we feel what we feel, and often no excuse. In the darkness, our fears are running loose. So, light a candle, and I curse the dark now. Become a beacon for all these broken hearts that barely beating, but still waiting to embark on a journey alone that we couldn't quite start on. I've been lost in my own thoughts.